Here's an APS-C camera, and here is a full frame camera. What's the difference? Well guys, we're not really talking about the individual cameras, we're just talking about the sensor sizes and what those sizes have to offer. APS-C is a sensor size, just like full frame, just APS-C is a smaller cropped size. Full frame is, as it says, the full frame. Because of that, this 20mm is gonna be a lot wider on full frame mode rather than crop mode. In fact, in crop mode, it's like 32mm. If you wanted to get the 16-35 look on a crop sensor camera, you're gonna need to use a 10-18. But I will say one place that APS-C does really shine is telephoto. Whether you're doing telephoto photos or videos, telephoto photos, APS-C is gonna be a little bit better for you because it's gonna have that extra zoom. Now let's talk about low light. This one's gonna be pretty easy because full frame is definitely gonna win this one because of the sensor size, once again, being bigger. It's gonna let in more light and it's just gonna look better when it comes to low light. Less noise, everything like that's just gonna improve, especially with the new Sony lineup cameras. They're doing really good with that dual native ISO, dual native, but whatever. It's still really nice to be able to do 12,800 really clean with an f1.4 lens, and you're just going, dude. Like there's hardly any grain anywhere. So if you do need the best low light possible, I would look at one of Sony's full frame new cameras, because that's probably gonna do the best that most of us can afford. And some of us can't even afford that much. Like I can't get the A7S III, but I do have the A7C that has the dual native ISO. Lastly, let's talk about bokeh. Which size is gonna give you more? Well, full frame again, because bigger sensor, more light. So the bokeh is just gonna be more rich, thick, whatever you wanna call it. Creamy, I don't care. It's gonna be more of it and it's gonna look a little bit better. It's not needed. Like you're not gonna notice a huge difference between that, especially if you're doing like a 85mm, probably a 50mm would be better if you're looking at crop sensors. You're not gonna notice a big difference in the bokeh, but it is gonna be enough to where you will probably notice, but other people might not. Are APS-C cameras even good though? Like, is it to the point where you probably shouldn't even bother, don't even waste your money on an APS-C? No, of course not. The A6400, really great camera. I used it for a long time and I loved it. I still use it to this day for a backup camera and you guys don't even notice. No one mentions it in the comments like, oh my God, he's using a crop sensor camera now. No one's gonna care. Don't worry about it. And you know, one day you might, when you're really ready for full frame and you've gotten to the point where you've done this for a long time now and it's just no-brainer, you need to go to full frame and get that max quality, then go for it. But until then, I would say hold off, stick with your APS-C, create, grind it out, and just be happy with what you're doing. Even though full frame is much better because of all the stuff that it has, the extra quality, bokeh, low light, everything like that, it's definitely achievable with an APS-C. You can make just as good videos with an APS-C. But like I said, just keep grinding, keep creating, and just go for it. That's all I can say, and that's the only way you're gonna get any better at this. So just stick to what you're doing, upgrade to a full frame when you want to in the future. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But hey guys, I understand everybody likes bokeh, so if you really do like bokeh, maybe you should go watch this video right here because it's gonna tell you when you should and when you maybe shouldn't use so much bokeh. All right, I'm gonna leave now. You can click on that.